Hello everyone, Andrew and Kelly here. We are having ourselves an ice cream sandwich competition.
It's an ice cream social.
Yes!
As social as two people can be.
Yeah, exactly. Except as two siblings can be. So we have invented ice cream sandwiches and made them in my scrappy, way too small little kitchen. And we are going to share them with you and eat them in front of you and make you really jealous.
Yes.
I don't know if this is going to be as good for you as it's definitely going to be for us, but
you can't go
I'm
wrong
excited.
With that. I've been all day. I'm like, can we shoot the video now? Can we shoot the video now?
So my sister was an overachiever, and she actually made 2 ice cream sandwiches. So tell us what the first one is and how you made it.
Okay, so the first one is peanut butter and jelly. Andrew said...
So a PB&J sandwich, ice cream sandwich.
Yeah, basically what I wanted to do... So he brought this up to me a long time ago.
Sometime over the summer.
About he was doing ice cream sandwiches and he thought it would be interesting to kind of do them together. And I thought, okay, first off, what would be the easiest thing? I was trying to think of at first flavor combinations that are just very, everybody likes, everybody wants. And so if anyone knows what Go-Nanas are, I think it's called Go-Nanas, where you make ice cream out of bananas. And that's just it. You just mix up. And so I thought of like, well, that's an easy way to make ice cream. Well, you know what really goes good with bananas is peanut butter. So I'll make peanut butter cookies and then bananas. And I thought, well, the banana ice cream is very blandish. So if I add jelly, it tastes like a peanut butter and jelly. And I've never done it before. So this is the first. And it got real sticky. But I think it's good. Well, I haven't had it yet. I don't know if it's good.
How's the banana jelly ice cream made?
So the bananas, so the peanut butter cookies are just made 3-ingredient peanut butter cookies with a whole lot of peanut butter and sugar. And then it's just bananas. I froze 3 bananas that were becoming ripe. Froze those with a big old scoop of grape jelly, because when you think of PB&J, grape jelly is kind of the go-to, I think, for childhood. And I froze them all together, and then with a little bit of milk in the bottom, just to give the blender something to work with. I honestly just blended them until it became a smoothie and then froze it. Refroze it.
And then slathered it between 2 peanut butter cookies.
Yep.
And PB&J ice cream sandwich.
Yeah.
All right. Let's try it.
Let's try it. I'm like nervous and excited all at once. All right.
Okay, so here we are with our PB&J ice cream sandwich.
And this is the jelly. See, it's kind of purplish.
That's really interesting ice cream.
It's real good.
It tastes pretty much like frozen bananas.
It does.
But with a grape-ish flavor to it, it's grape jelly, which is the typical jelly you'd use in PB&J. So that's why you're getting kind of a tan color to the. So let's give this a try.
I feel good.
Oh, peanut butter.
That's a lot of peanut butter.
Now I have to find a beep.
That is one dense cookie.
Man. That's just a really dense... that's exactly how to... That is a dense cookie.
That is a dense cookie. Oh, my eyes are watering. I'm laughing. But the ice cream is delicious. And it's healthy.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, it's just bananas. What's not healthy about it?
A cup of sugar into the peanut butter.
The peanut butter cookies are not healthy. The ice cream is healthy.
Yeah, I think if we could get a thinner, softer cookie, that should be really good.
Yeah.
So, my ice cream sandwich was my second attempt. My first attempt, and the whole reason I did the ice cream sandwich challenge in the first place was I had a stupid idea for an ice cream sandwich. I'm like, oh, we should make a video about that. So my original idea was chocolate chip cookie dough ice cream sandwich. So I had chocolate chip cookie dough ice cream between 2 chocolate chip cookies, and I packed the sides with chocolate chip cookie dough. And it was not fun to eat. It's just way too rich. I mean, it's a fine. It's cookie dough, but it needed contrast because it's just.
It was just a lot of one.
It's just one flavor. It's kind of funny to build and funny to look at, but too much cookie dough. So I brainstormed some other stuff, and I decided to do a s'mores ice cream sandwich, which I made by putting chocolate ice cream with chocolate truffle chunks in between two snickerdoodles, along with some toasted marshmallow fluff, and then I packed the sides with graham cracker crumbs, which is very similar to graham cracker pie crust. You just dust graham crackers, little sugar, little butter, stir it up, that's it. So
it's such little. I had no idea you put sugar in the graham crackers.
Yeah,
that's
well,
what that tiny little teaspoon was.
Yeah, I mean, it was like a 1/12 of a.
It was very
teaspoon
tiny, but I knew that.
Just a little bit. So
I'm very excited by this.
Let's give this one a try.
Now this one we need like extra napkins, I think.
I also used a cake ring to shape the ice cream to keep it in shape. But one thing I had problems with is as I was holding the ice cream sandwich to pack the ends with the graham cracker, I ended up kind of squishing the whole thing down just because it's heavy. Yeah. So next time I might just kind of roll it in the graham cracker.
Those graham crackers.
All right.
Very excited by this one. Oh my gosh, look at that toasted marshmallow. I have a lot to say about this. When you got when you got the marshmallow fluff, I didn't think about, it didn't even cross my mind that you were going to toast it, and it makes all the difference rather than just putting on.
It really does. It really gives it that campfire s'mores flavor. Now, my original test with this, I didn't toast the fluff, and I was thinking, it's good, but what's missing? And then I thought to actually light the fluff on fire over my stove.
So now with your cookie, and I know that we've said this when you were building them, does need to be softer.
Yeah.
Because it's such a hard cookie that
these are store-bought. These snickerdoodles are store-bought. When I bought them for my test runs, they were really nice and pliable and soft, and it was like bread. These are just hard. So this isn't quite as successful as my trial run, but...
No. But the flavors are really good. And I was curious about the snickerdoodle itself because I'm like, why did he choose snickerdoodle? I'm going to need a new napkin. But now because it's a soft enough cookie flavor that it really matches. I like it. I like it. It's messy.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to eat this apart. Oh my goodness. There's stuff in it.
Yeah, there are chunks of chocolate truffle in the chocolate ice cream.
That's awesome. How come you're better at this? No, you can't. This is why I don't go out. I'm not good in public.
Can't take you anywhere.
This is why we can't take me anywhere. This is why every time you see me, I'm indoors. I can't be trusted. So... like I said, my entire inspirations basically came from just flavors that everyone knows and loves. And so peanut butter and jelly was my first thought. And then my second one was, who doesn't love, waffles, syrup and waffles? So, and I sometimes get too creative by half. I'm like, well, what if the waffle was the cookie? So I made a waffle in a waffle iron. First time I've ever made a waffle in a waffle iron. I was very proud.
Had to borrow a friend's waffle iron. I didn't own one, so we had no idea how to use it.
What's your friend's name?
Tom.
Thank you, Tom. It worked really. It was a really nice iron. It really worked nicely. So it was fun. That was cool. And then I made maple ice cream with maple syrup that Andrew had on hand. I used the end of it.
Used all of my maple syrup.
Yeah.
And that's real maple syrup that I had too.
Heavy whipping cream and sweetened condensed milk. And if I were to make it again, I probably would have just bought Cool Whip. Because the recipe calls for you to beat the heavy whipping cream into the Cool Whip, whipped cream, basically.
And I don't have a hand mixer, so we just use my blender.
Right.
Which worked.
It worked out. But it was one of those things that if I would have read the next step after just the list of ingredients, I could have just bought a container of Cool Whip, added maple syrup, and sweetened condensed milk. But anyways, syrup and waffle sandwiches. Here they are. Very exciting. And they're already, well, that's okay. I'm excited.
Okay, let's give this a try.
I might need a bigger bid.
There we go.
You're pouring onto the...
It's melting.
It is so melty. Well, the ice cream is disgusting. We did purchase waffle cone ice cream, just in case, and never opened it. And I think that would have a... Oh my.
Still, if you got the ice cream right,
It is a lot.
if you got good maple ice cream, I think this is a really good idea because I really like the waffle as the container of the sandwich.
The waffle's delicious.
Waffle's really good.
Waffle. The waffle is delicious. The ice cream itself is too much sweetened condensed milk.
Yeah.
That's what I'm tasting.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not tasting
not getting
maple.
Not getting a lot of maple. It's mostly sweetened condensed milk.
It's mostly, yeah. So I think that if I were to remake it...
Get the proportions a bit different.
Get the proportions different. Like, less sweetened condensed milk, and then obviously more maple. But any flavor that you choose to do, I still think that it needs less sweetened condensed milk. I think that it's a little overwhelming. And that's probably why it's running more. Because if you've seen frozen whipped cream, it freezes. It does. So, I think... But the idea is solid.
Even if the ice cream is not.
Touché.
So,
I'm eating it.
I really like the waffle.
Because it's the only waffle that we have, and I want the waffle.
So, now we come to the judging. Which we're going to have to do ourselves, which is completely biased. But, I mean, if you have opinions, and I'm sure you do, please share them with us.
What one do you want to try most? And how would you fix our problems?
And we have a lot of problems to fix. So, I think I really love the idea. I think my favorite idea is the PB&J, because ice cream sandwich and the quintessential sandwich is the PB&J.
Right.
I think there's really something there.
I'm wondering if it needs a denser, it needs a
much
less
lighter
dense cookie,
peanut butter cookie.
But you know what I almost wonder is if the ice cream stayed the same with the amount, because I don't know if you put too much jelly in it, it might not solidify like this one.
I don't think the banana ice cream is correct.
Okay. But because I was also thinking...
It's too much banana.
That's true.
Now, if you put bananas in your PB&J, and I know some people do...
And I think that's kind of where I started. The Elvis thing, but not without the bacon.
Right, I think that could be a good variation of the PB&J ice cream sandwich. PB&J with bananas ice cream sandwich.
Right.
But if you wanted to go for a just bare bones PB&J ice cream sandwich, I'd go with a different ice cream base than banana.
I was also thinking, you know those cookies that have like the thumbprint in the middle, and then you have the actual jam or jelly?
Yes.
You could do that flipped upside down.
Okay, that's an interesting idea.
You'd have to make them because you still need the peanut butter cookie, but like if you did a play on that, like with the jelly in the thumbprint of the cookie.
Yeah, might have to just try some.
There'd be a lot of
Try
experimenting
mixing
with that.
different, like vanilla,
Yeah.
plain ice creams with jellies and grape and raspberry type flavorings, and see how you
Yeah.
could get those flavors and consistencies right.
Yeah.
But I think my favorite idea for a ice cream sandwich is the PB&J.
Yeah.
Just because of that
Right.
association of this is your quintessential lunch, school lunch sandwich.
Yeah, it is. It's your childhood, in my head. Like, that's what most... I mean, you don't want a bologna ice cream sandwich, so it's either... I liked the waffle as a binder. I think that having a waffle ice cream sandwich was my favorite thought of all of these.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing that I liked about the s'mores is that when I saw you purchasing things at the grocery and you had first off, he never said that he was making s'mores. So for me, I honestly didn't know where you were going. And that's fine. I was like, okay, snickerdoodle cookies and this chocolate and fluff. And then graham crackers when we got here. Like, it was just a lot of ingredients, but it doesn't feel like too many ingredients when you eat it. And I like that. Because mine were very, like, 4 ingredient. I mean, I think there's 4 ingredients and 4 ingredients in both. There's just... And you had... Like, you were pulling... Especially if you were to make your own snickerdoodle. Yeah. I mean, you're talking...
Which I didn't bother because I didn't want to take the time. And
no,
my kitchen's kind of a pain because it's small, so...
Yeah. But no, to me, I thought that one held up as it tasted the most like tasted the most like what it was supposed to. It did taste like a campfire with the chocolate and
with the chocolate and the graham
and
cracker and the toasted marshmallow.
Because the snickerdoodle I never would have thought, but it does kind of replace the graham well.
Yeah,
I was not expecting that. Once I learned that you were doing s'mores, I was like, really? You chose snickerdoodles? I mean, not that I know what I would have chosen, but I was unsure. So I think that as a whole, like, my peanut butter and jelly, I love the concept. My waffles and maple, I love the concept. Obviously, I love them because I chose them. But they didn't fully taste like what they were supposed to. Yours did.
Yeah,
so I think for that reason.
I think mine, although the cookie, they only had one package of snickerdoodles at Vaughn's, and so we ended up with harder than I would like cookies, which is a shame. My test batches were really good. I think the s'mores ice cream sandwich is the most successful at tasting exactly what it's supposed to taste like.
Yeah, absolutely.
So for this specific, what we had today, I'd want softer cookies.
Yes.
And I should have, it would also be hard to do because I didn't make that much, but ideally you'd probably want to make more graham cracker crumble, and roll the ice cream sandwich in the crumble. Just roll it like a wheel across and be done with it. Because if you just hold it and spoon on top of it, you end up compressing the cookie and the marshmallow fluff spits out.
Here's my question about yours. Your rings, which you guys see,
cake rings,
cake rings, you could ostensibly roll just the ice cream.
Yes.
That might be better. Because then you roll the ice cream and it sticks because ice cream. Put it on the cookie, then put your fluff, your toasted marshmallow on there, and then the top. And then that way you don't have to even roll with the marshmallow and then make it lose the integrity of being there. You could just put it right there in because my ice cream was just scooped ice cream and yours was very molded, which was awesome. So, and you could just do that.
Concept, I like the peanut butter and jelly.
Yep.
Successfully being what it's supposed to be, I like
s'mores.
the s'mores.
Yeah.
Chocolate, graham cracker, toasted marshmallow. That's exactly, the snickerdoodle stays out of the way of that.
It really does. It really does.
Tooting my own horn, yes.
No, it does. It does.
The maple waffle and syrup, I agree. The ice cream's wrong.
Yeah.
But I really like the big waffle as the.
I like holding a waffle.
It feels good to hold.
It does. I like holding a waffle.
But also because of the divots in a waffle, when the ice cream melts, it helps hold the ice cream in the sandwich so it doesn't go spurting out the sides.
Right.
I mean, even when you have something as liquidy as the ice cream that we ended up with, stays in the sandwich
It's staying in your
much
waffle.
easier than
Yeah.
it does in a cookie. So I think best
Design.
Like design or sandwich
architectural.
surrounding is
Yeah.
is the waffle. I think using a waffle as the container. What is the bread part of a sandwich called? Does it have an official name? I don't know, but I think that is a really good idea and really successful.
Yeah.
Because it holds melting ice cream in place a lot
Right.
better, and it doesn't spurt out the sides as you bite down into it.
And I kind of, this one didn't get as crispy like as a
The
waffle as I'd want.
Yeah.
You know,
I think Tom's
crispy
waffle
would have
iron
been.
is getting a little old and not.
That's
heating
right,
as much
but I didn't have a waffle iron,
so
I'm excited.
it was,
so now
it
we
was
have
either
tons
that
of
I
ice
have a
cream to-
griddle. We could have done pancakes, but that would
It
not have
loses
worked.
something.
Yeah,
that loses
exactly.
something.
So there we have it. Our ice cream sandwich competition.
Yeah.
What
would you make?
We all win, meaning my sister and I, because we get to eat junk food.
We have a lot of leftover ice cream.
Yeah, we and cookies and stuff. So I guess we'll just load on sweets before we take you back to the airport.
Yeah. I'm sorry for whoever gets to sit next to me. Although I could just, it's perfect because then I'll just have like the crash and I'll sleep all the way back to St. Louis.
You're going to sugar coma all the way back to Missouri. All right. Thanks for watching us eat in front of you.
It's delicious.
Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.